Hey guys, and welcome back to the main homestead. Sue and Ryan here, and today we're working on the old tractor. Tractor needs a little love. It's got kind of bad eyesight like I do, or maybe it creates bad eyesight. I don't know. Anyways, it's kind of perfect timing. So we had somebody from this company, Batowtor, I believe it's pronounced, reach out to us about the headlights on our tractor, and they wanted us to try a set of their LED headlights. And we will we'll stop here in just a second. We'll take you outside, obviously later tonight or earlier last night, and we'll show you what the tractor looks like in the dark. We currently have one low beam and no high beams, if I remember correctly, or maybe one high beam and no low beams. So we'll stop here and we'll show you what it looks like in the dark.
So there we go. That's our current lighting situation on the Kubota tractor.
That's low beam.
And low beam.
That's high beam.
So as you can see, we have one half functional headlight.
And you can see that you can just barely see the camper down there in the light. So we'll go ahead and change these and bring you back and show you what it looks like. And it's
hopefully a whole lot brighter.
Okay, now that you saw that last night in the dark, we're going to show you what we've got. We're going to show you how to change them, and then we're going to bring you back tonight in the dark and show you the difference. So it's not just an LED bulb replacement, it's a whole actual headlight. And they're metal. You guys wish you could feel that. But it's, I'm going to say it's probably like a cast aluminum, but it's actually metal. The ones in the tractor are plastic. And fun fact, I looked earlier to see how much work this is going to be for you guys, and one of them's actually broke, or at least one of them's broke. So we've got a left and a right. These have high beam, low beam, and I believe they have daytime running lights. So I'm not sure if that's daytime running lights or if that's a separate ground. So we're going to have to do a little digging into that. The tractor itself has a 3-pin connector, and these have a 3-pin connector, but then they got this one other wire here, I believe was daytime running lights, which we're not going to use. If we drive the tractor during the day, we turn the 4-way flashers on, we can turn the headlights on. If we're using it at night, we want the headlights. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into the tractor, we're going to get a headlight out of this thing, we're going to see how the new headlight fits in, we're going to see if there's any surprises, and then we're going to bring you guys back and show you how it works after dark. We have taken the loader off in the tractor. We haven't really named this yet. Like we get the Kubota excavator, which is
the
Ubu, because some of the letters are falling off. So this really doesn't have a name. We just call it tractor. We took the loader off so that we could show you this a little easier. I don't think if you're doing this in real life, there's any reason at all to take the loader off, although it's pretty easy to do. It's going to be a little hard for you guys to see, but we'll go ahead and we'll open the brush guard. We'll open the hood. And then what I've found so far is if I put the brush guard back, I've got plenty of room to work. I'm going to see if I can get this light situated. Let's try that and see if that... So this is the headlight and this is the other headlight. So there's 3 bolts. There's one here, there's one right here, and then there's one over here. So we'll take those 3 out. We've already unplugged this headlight. That was that 3-pin connector I'm talking about. It's a 10mm socket. Pretty straightforward except for this one, because this one's the one that's broke off. And it was actually extremely tight. I did break it loose off camera just to see if it was going to come apart. I had to put channel locks on the plastic piece here. As you can see, it's all broken free. Trying to stay out of you guys' way, and hopefully you can see all right. I thought about taking the hood off just for your viewing pleasure, but that seemed like a lot of work. Oh, there's a headlight.
I guess it comes out easily.
So off camera, I was speculating on how easy they would come out because this broken bolt is actually in behind the metal hood. But as you can see, they come out really easy. The only thing I noticed immediately is that this headlight has this weather stripping stuff on it. The new headlight doesn't have that. I'm not sure it's really important because like none of this is weatherproof. So we'll just see what it looks like when it goes in. But there's the old one. Let's go find the new one. See if they look roughly the same. I think it's probably that one. They look roughly the same, except for this one has the thing on it that this one doesn't. I'm going to get the E-clip. You guys wait right there. Get a screwdriver. So you do have to salvage the little, I call it an E-clip. I'm not sure the proper term for it. You do have to salvage that off the old headlight. Stab yourself in the thumb with the screwdriver really helps. That's a really spring-loaded one too. And that goes on there like that. So we're going to make sure we put it back the right way. Goes like that. If your headlight wasn't broken, it would be easier to know that, but that just slides back on until you can see straight down through it. Now the headlight is ready to go on. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull our protective plastic off, and we're going to see how it fits. So what I was talking about here is this orange tab right here. This goes on the back side of that orange tab. So you kind of got to set that in there and roll that thing up in like that. It's actually really easy. I was speculating that it might be really hard. There's two started. So you see what I'm saying, this hole doesn't line up, but that is not a fault of the headlight, I'm positive. That's a fault of my hood being bent because it was extremely hard to get that bolt out of that broken piece, and I put a pretty good little pressure on it before I went and got channel locks and put up there. So again, I don't really hold that as a fitment issue, I hold that as a me issue. And then it is adjustable, like it does push up. So we'll kind of snug it up right there. We'll shut the hood and take a look at it. I'm just gonna kind of hold the hood right there. See if I can keep it from moving. Let you guys kind of look around both sides.
So there is the original headlight. And then there is the new version LED. And you can see it does.
There's a little bit of a gap up here, and I might be able to adjust that if it bothered you. I mean, things could be a little tweaked on this tractor too. But you see that gap is not quite as big over here, but I mean,
pretty nice fitment, it seems like.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and plug it in and turn the lights on and make sure they actually work. So the plug can only go one way. It's got little ears on the bottom of it. And it plugs in just like that. And let me do that. Let's close that. Let me find my keys and you guys tell me if the headlight works.
There is definitely a difference between the
That's
old and the new there.
That's low beam. That's high beam. Oh, is the old one still on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only on high beam, but yep, the old one
Yep.
does come on, but significantly brighter and whiter.
Looks like it fits really well. We're going to get the other side changed. I know I said I'd bring you back when this is all together and I give you my wrap up, but it really struck home when I went over to the bench and Sue handed me this one, but I wasn't quite ready for it because I have to take the clip off this one. And I want you guys to feel these. I mean, I wish you guys could reach through there and feel these, but this is at least twice as heavy. And it truly is metal, whereas this one is just flimsy plastic, which, you know, shouldn't surprise you, but it is, right? Like these things you can see, I mean, I could break that right off if I wanted. You saw this tab was broke off on my other light. All right, we got them both installed. Let's go ahead and see if they work. Camera lady?
They are on.
Low beam? High beam?
And they are much brighter in person, I'm going to say, than they appear on the camera screen.
So let's take a break, and by the magic of camera time, we're going to make it dark out, and then we'll come back and we will give you our overall thoughts. As I mentioned earlier on the other headlight, that gap is about the same on both sides. Nothing that, to me, looks any less fit and trim than any of the rest of it. If you really wanted that weather stripping, let me grab one of these. If you really wanted to put this back on the new headlights because it doesn't come on the headlights, you could certainly go to your local hardware store. This is nothing special. It's 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch self-sticky weather stripping. Go to your local Ace, Home Depot, whatever. You could get that, stick it on there just like that and put those headlights in there. I don't really care because it's not a sealed unit. The whole front is open, everything's open, the sides are open. So this is really just a decoration, or in these guys' case, it might have been to hold the plastic after all the tabs break off, right? So let's go ahead, let's take this thing out in the dark, and we'll show you what it looked like compared to the old single headlight that it had. So let's go do that right now.
All right, guys, we're back out here on night 2. Not quite as dark, well, maybe not quite a fair shake, but let's see what we can see down there towards the camper, if you guys can see the camper. This is no lights, of course. Low beam. Low beam. High beam. So
It's definitely a very dramatic difference. I know that it's a little bit lighter out this evening because there's no cloud cover tonight, but it's pretty obvious to see which headlights were working much better than the old ones.
it's daylight down around the camper. Definitely very, very bright.
So as you can see, it's the next day now, and we wanted to do a wrap up on this because it was pretty dark out there, and all you do is listen to me in the dark, which seems kind of weird, although you listen to me in the daylight, so I don't know. Super big difference in visibility outside, as you noticed. Of course, to be fair, tractor only had one light, you know, one eyeball. But even if it had both, you know, you wouldn't have seen what you see with these. So thoughts is, I'm really impressed with the quality. They're not super cheap. You're going to find they're a couple $100-ish on Amazon. We'll put a link down in our description here. But they're very high quality. I'm very impressed with, you know, the metal chassis, and they're using the chassis for the heat sink for the LED, which is, you know, a great idea. Fitment, super easy. I mean, super good. Then the installation, in reality, if you had a 10mm socket, 6-inch extension, a 1/4-inch ratchet, and a regular bladed screwdriver, if you weren't trying to film it and everything else and stay out of the way of the camera while you're filming it, I suspect a guy could probably change them both in about 10 minutes, maybe 15 if you wanted to stop and have a drink of your beer in between the headlights. Super easy to do. Like I said, I don't think you really would have to take the loader off. You might want to, just because it gives you room to work, right? You know, you saw me standing in here working up under the hood with the loader arms on. You know, you could put it up in the air and put some locks in it, prop it up on a lift or something, but don't work under it if you don't have something on it. It took me probably 2 minutes to take the loader off. It'll probably take me 5 to put it back on. That just made life so much easier for me having it off there. So yeah, that's our thoughts. Again, we'll tell you long term how they hold up. No idea, longevity obviously because we just put them in, but they do seem to be very good quality. We're really happy with them, and well, tractor can see again now. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.